Hello, Sensual Being. So I've just recorded another episode which will come out in a couple of weeks, and it's all about those people like myself who create content and put it out into the world, but we're so conditioned to want to have instant gratification for it. We want it to go viral and things like that. To be in a world where we can let our content have a slow burn is really important. So for example, like if you were to write a book and put it out there, it wouldn't necessarily be a bestseller straight away. But if you thought about that it had to be, that would really affect how you actually created it, because you'd be creating it for the outcome, not for the joy of creating it. So it's really important that we try and keep a lid on ourselves when it comes to this sort of thing. But to remember that we are very much conditioned in a world where we see all these videos and reels going viral on social media. We think that our stuff should be doing it too, but that is just not the case. It's just not real. And that's okay. It's okay. And it's okay if something goes viral and then something doesn't. That's okay too. But this pressure that we put on ourselves to have this validation straight away for everything is huge, and it can really block us from actually creating what we want. And if you've not really thought about it like this before, how many times have you read a book and said thank you to the author? How many times have you listened to a new song and said thank you to the artist? I bet you may never have done that, or if you have done it, hardly ever. And a lot of time I know that we don't know these people. So we can create that as a block and think, oh, well, I don't know the person, therefore I won't say thank you to them. But if you're on the flip side, if you're the person putting out this content and it doesn't make any difference how famous you are or not famous, or how new you are or how long you've been doing it, as somebody who's like that, you need to trust the process. You need to trust the process. What you're doing is going out there. So for example, like with the podcast, I know a lot of people have listened to it because I have actually seen the stats, but how many of those people do you think have actually come to me and said, thank you? Not many at all. In the comparison of how many people have listened, not many people at all. But then I also ask myself, how many times have I gone to a podcast host and said, thank you? Not often enough is the answer. Not often enough. So as a content creator, in whatever way, shape or form that is, maybe you make and sell art, maybe you just put up content, but put up content on social media, maybe you have a podcast, maybe you're an author. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to trust the process, because this stuff is getting out. It is reaching people, and people are ever so grateful for your existence here on this realm together. They are so grateful for you. And we just have to keep remembering that, because at times, sometimes we can feel very unappreciated and we can feel very unseen. And I just want you to know that I see you and I appreciate you.